Hello and welcome. I am Jenny, Twin Flame Ascension Coach. And in this video, we are going to talk about awakening to your divine connection with your twin flame. What does that look like? What can that feel like? How does that happen? How can I encourage this process so that I can become closer to my twin flame, so that I can go into deeper love with my one true love? Yeah. So, awakening twin flame desire. Awakening to your twin flame connection. How does that start? Well, it starts with a desire. It starts with that desire for a love that is real and true. A love that is healthy. A love that your heart knows is there for you on some level in some way. And maybe it's just comes from a sense of not even necessarily wanting a spiritual journey to start with. It can just start from, I want to be loved better than I've ever been loved before. That right there is enough to start your twin flame journey. Now, what does that look like? What does that feel like? It could look like a number of things for a lot of different people. Sometimes what happens at the very beginning of your journey is that you've decided, I want this twin flame love. And so the universe, God, shows you what that love looks like, shows you what that spiritual journey looks like gives you a glimpse of what you're asking for. And this can happen in the form of what you may hear people talking about is like Kundalini awakenings or downloads or, all these kinds of trippy things that happen when you're having an awakening. And so and I've been through that myself. And what I found is going on there is that you call in with your choice, this love. You call in a better love, a more divine love. And love answers. Okay. And a lot of times, what has led us to that choice is a lot of awful things that we've experienced. We either come to the choice of wanting real love because we've experienced relationships that were unloving, or because we've experienced maybe trauma has happened, or we've experienced something that was so not what we wanted that it led us to choose a love that is true. And so when you start to when love responds, if there's a lot of that old trauma or a lot of those past experiences or any kind of any kind of that muck, that contrast that led you to the choice, when love responds, it can get filtered through those past experiences like a kaleidoscope. And so the beautiful image that love is presenting to you is still beautiful, but it might be a little skewed or a little frightening, or it may come in the form of, you've heard of people going through these strange things, strange sights, strange visions, strange things happening when they're having an awakening. And what's going on there is that you're awakening, you're coming into awareness of a deeper love, coming into awareness of a deeper truth of your own existence. And that can lead to some existential tension because of the ideas that you were holding of who you are may not be matching these ideas that you're getting from making a new choice for more love. And so what happens is there's a little distortion that can happen, and it can be jarring. It can be very jarring. And oftentimes it's simply that it's getting filtered through this kaleidoscope lens of trauma or past experiences or your old belief system. And so it causes a little bit of disconnect in your mind or in your heart or in your feelings. And that can send you into some kind of trippy experiences. And you want to make sure during this time that you are taking care of yourself, drinking enough water, getting enough sleep, eating properly. For me, the beginning of my twin flame spiritual journey, when I had come to this place where I decided I wanted to love and that I could love again, and I started learning about twin flames, I had one of these awakenings. It's like something in my heart opened and I could sense and feel things that I hadn't felt before. And all of that came filtered through that refracted lens of the trauma, past relationship trauma I'd experienced before. And so for me, one of these times where it ended up becoming a PTSD episode, because this greater awareness of the love that is here for me touched a space of what I had believed love to be in the past because of what I had experienced in trauma in the past. And so it ended up being a very kind of frightening experience. But then it showed me that, oh, I need to heal this. And it literally led me to the Mind Alignment Process, which is a trauma healing program. And I'll put a link for that in the description. And so when awakenings seem wild and outrageous and all of these trippy thoughts, ideas, downloads, and all that stuff's happening, love is very peaceful. And you're actually getting a very peaceful opening of awareness to more love. But that trauma or that past experience, those old belief systems are thrown into the mix too. And so it all gets a little jumbled up. And so once you heal the trauma, once you let go of the old relationship unhealthy patterns, once your belief system starts to realign into love, then the next awakening that you get is a more peaceful experience. It's a more of a sense of opening up to awareness, opening up to love, and it's peaceful and it's beautiful, and it doesn't get as trippy because you've learned how to love yourself through these awakenings. You've learned how to love yourself and accept whatever experience you're having. So then the next time you have a next awakening into deeper love, a next awakening into what is possible spiritually, emotionally, relationship-wise, twin flame, what is it like to be one with your twin flame? That's something you would not have experienced before you learned about it. At least not in a way that you could understand. And so as this awareness dawns, as you get more experiences, as you learn how to heal your heart and what you're feeling, as you learn how to accept yourself, these spiritual awakenings become less and less wild and trippy, and they just become more and more heartfelt, opening, and beautiful. So if you're experiencing a wild awakening right now, you're okay. You are safe. Eat something, sleep, take care of yourself, and let it move through you. Any emotions that come up, love yourself with the mirror exercise. Get help. Contact a coach. Contact me. I can help you through this. I have been there. I have been through the wild and crazy awakening. And I have learned how to love myself in those places, and I can show you how to do it too. So then your next awakening, your next opening into the next deeper love is more peaceful. It's more beautiful And your awarenesses are much more clear because they're not jumbled. The more you go on this journey in loving yourself, the more you do the spiritual work, the more beautiful and the more clear these awakenings are when they come to you. When you reach them, when you've reached that space of opening to the next awakening, it's much more peaceful, much more clear, and much more beautiful. And you come to realize how beautiful it's been all along the way, even in the beginning when it may have been trippy and scary. It's not going to stay that way. You can absolutely heal through it. And it will be even more magnificent because it will be grounded and you will be clear on what you're being shown. Yeah. And it will be even more loving because that's what happens on this journey. We go deeper and deeper and deeper into more love. And the twin flame awakening is that you realize that you're not doing it by yourself. That your twin flame is right there with you the whole time. They're with you in your heart, spiritually, emotionally. And then they come into your life and they're with you physically. And you just keep getting closer and closer and closer. Even when it looks like you might go wild and spread apart, in your heart, with every mirror exercise that you do, with every bit of healing that you do, you feel closer. And when you hit that threshold of healing, then you start to see them closer, maybe very small and subtle ways, but they get closer. And so it's awakening to each next level of this love that gets less and less wild and more peaceful, beautiful. And all of it, all along the way, is very loving because it is guiding you into what you need to heal. And it is guiding you into what you are asking for when you choose real, true love. So I hope this was helpful. Like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.